fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
What is going on? I don't know. It is being silly.
I can help you find chemicals to get rid of the stumps yourself. Don't worry about all that.
Axel
Then all you'd need
chat.
is a dude with a truck and a chain to pull it out your yard.
.exe. Okay. We will upgrade at a future point. Not now. Not fussed about it.
Finance one for $15 a month.
Alright, Twitch, what have you done? Why are you refusing to connect? Can I pause it? It's not letting me change anything. It says connected, but it's not acting like it's connected. I need to do that. And what is going on here? Maybe I can reset. Can I reset? Or is it just stupid? It just says unstable, which is weird. There it is. Okay. Not great, but it's doable, so we're going to leave it. Okay. Yes. Update the streams. Hello. I have been fighting with OBS and Twitch, as per usual. It is what it is. And we have wonderfully bad weather again. So, yeah, it seems that Mother Nature doesn't like my streaming schedule at all. So, that's a shame, but what are you going to do, right? Not a lot that can be helped with it, unfortunately. So, we're going to try to press on, and if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, then I'll just go and be sad about it, and that will just have to be how it is. And that is very sad for me. Mostly for you lot, because apparently some people do actually enjoy joining up. And obviously Sunday was a no-go due to the weather, and tonight the weather has once again decided that we are gonna have just terrible service. So love that for all of us. Don't know what to do about it until fiber gets to where I live, which doesn't seem to be in the cards at any time soon. I have no idea what to do tonight. Sunday, Slime Rancher didn't work out, and I just didn't do anything with that. Obviously, I had to turn off the stream just a few minutes in because it was unwatchably slow. And it looks like we're in for that again tonight. And I really don't know what to do about it. I had some thunderstorms. I had some thunder rumbling pretty much just as soon as I hit start streaming. And so that was annoying, to say the least. Loads of dropped frames. And yet, my connection is excellent. So, I don't know what is going on with that. Also, Twitch and OBS have been fighting, like as I said earlier, because I guess they're just not friends anymore. It says it's streaming, it shows it's streaming, but also it's got the waiting circle as if it's trying to connect. So I assume that's just because of how crap the connection appears to be, even though on my end is excellent. So I'm thinking it must be somewhere down the line. You could always look at Spectrum. I don't want to miss 2 streams in a row. That's really bad. And my viewership has gone down massively, so, you know. I don't want to punish it more.
And I'm all about saving money, especially when it comes to this stuff.
But I don't know. It's a bit rubbish. It doesn't say we're under a weather alert as soon as I log in, so maybe it's not Spectrum at all. Who knows? But my frame rate is horrendous, so I don't really know what to do. I don't know if I should press on and try to do something, or just leave it alone.
And I actually really like doing that because you don't have to keep as much around. I don't like having a
It's so bad.
That lost its appeal 3 years ago.
Anyway, and from this it looks like it actually just disconnected earlier, so I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I think the answer is to just record it and upload it after the fact and be sad about that, because nothing makes sense. Even my OBS looks bad. It's getting choppy. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. How do I do that? What are the video settings? Because I'm already at 30 FPS, SPF. No, that's how much I have to wear in order to not spontaneously burst into flames outside. That's my audio properties. I don't know what turning down video settings means. Perhaps it's under settings. Imagine that. Okay, this is just resolution. And also, you can't be streaming in order to change it. And my FPS is already at 30, so don't know. Don't know what's going on. Okay, we're going to try one more time. I'm going to stop this and we're going to go back and just see if it does it this time. Okay, everything popped up at once. So let's see. Let's see if we have 0 dropped frames. That's really good. Can we hold it? Wouldn't that be marvelous? And the little widget is fixed, so that's good. We like that. We love to see that. Can we actually view anything? What is YouTube looking so sad? Looks pretty smooth. That's good. See what YouTube looks like.
My notice? Yeah.
Okay, it's all smooth. But my frame rate has plummeted once again. Okay, how long does it take to switch scenes when I'm viewing? Is it a terribly long time? YouTube is set back quite a bit, which is not encouraging. Okay, there it goes. Still pretty slow, but it's better than it was, so it might actually be somewhat watchable. We'll see. So we're just going to record and hope for the best. I have genuinely no idea what's going on with the buffering and all that. It makes 0 sense because nothing has changed, and yet my encoding says it's overloaded. So I don't know. I think OBS is just broken forever. Yes, 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 yes. My latest stream report is bad. I know. And it's barely using any CPU, so I don't know what's going on. I suppose we could Google it. Google knows everything, right? Perhaps it's an OBS update issue. Encoding overloaded OBS fix. Your computer can't handle the encoding process. All of these are normal. Do you know what? I have a child, and I wonder if my lovely child has filled up my hard drive. That very well could be an issue. Because there are always new games being added on and such like. And I think that the computer doesn't have anywhere to put the encoding information. So let's see what we can do about it. If anything, we'll find out. Overflow, don't need that. Multi-view. Alright. Output. No add-ons. There's nothing enhanced. I'm at the closest server. My bit rate's not even that high either. Cannot estimate memory usage. Let's just see if we can bump that up a bit and see if that helps. Probably won't, but we can try it. Can't hurt. Advanced. Give me the advanced settings, please. Never disable hotkeys. Useless, not a helpful thing. Okay. Output type. Default. I have no idea what to do. This is rubbish. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you all. This is dreadful. Can't even look. Oh, I needed this. Let's put that back up there. Lovely. Glad I found that. Where is this settings folder? This is definitely on the C drive. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I've got to figure out where it can go. Where is it saving the encoding information? Because I think that if I change it to the other drive, maybe that will fix it. We'll find out. We don't need downscaling. we stable? Only 2 ways to find out. Okay, I don't have a horrible "your connection is crap" message on Twitch. So that's really good. And YouTube seems to have reconnected on its own. That's kind of miraculous, actually. Okay. Let's see. Is it actually viewable at this point? Third time's the charm? Perhaps, maybe, possibly. My frame drop is much, much lower. This is a far more sustainable rate. It's not good. But OBS wanted an update. And so we've tried that. I've tried bringing my resolution down just a little bit. And it seems to be holding. And everything's in the green. So perhaps this is it. Perhaps this is the thing that sorts it out for tonight. As long as the weather holds, because there's thunder outside. I don't know if you lot can hear it, but I can hear it through my headphones, so seems possible. Anyway, it looks like we're finally rolling, so that's good. What a time. So as long as the internet doesn't disconnect from the weather, maybe we've got this. Just maybe. Let's have a butcher's at the actual stream and see how long it takes to switch to a different transition. That sorted it. Okay, we are good then. Thank the maker. Good. This is better than it was doing before, so I can't be upset about that. Now that we've got that sorted, what are we going to do? I have no idea. I don't know. Mainly because I'm feeling zero inspiration tonight. So, I don't know, maybe we just sit and chat a bit. Maybe we'll just sit and chat. I don't know. I've been tidying up quite a bit today and organizing my kitchen and dining space, which is good. So because of that, my brain is just kind of like, we're done here. I think. And so because of that, I'm just kind of like, what do we do? We've got I don't have any more one-offs that have been requested. And I'm not sure who I've got in the sleepover that we haven't finished, so I need to look through the sketches and see who we've got left that we haven't done yet. We've just, oh god, that's the Bigfoot. We did the Squonk, and we started on the living room. We got really far with that. I've got a very silly version of it was the Wampus cat. That was a good one. We could do something with that. And I do have sort of a plushy version of the Jersey Devil, which we could do. Chupacabra sketch. What did I do with that one? We could also just convert some things from Photoshop into Illustrator, which is not exciting, but it is something I need to do. But I think probably we'll just go with something different. We've got this very sleepy Mothman, which is just a sort of a quick little doodle that I did. So not terrifically exciting, but at least it's cute. Zoom. I don't know. I mean, I understand pixels and all that, but I do wish that, you know, just because it's very high resolution, it wouldn't take up the entire screen. That's ridiculous. Let's just put you in the level center of the workspace. I am so sleepy after today. The weather's not helping either. Okay, there's my center marks. Alright. So let's lock him into a layer by himself and give ourselves a new one. For the inking, I need my stylus. And we'll just go from here. It's been an interesting week. I hope everyone is doing all right. I can't say as I'm elated at the general state of things. Everything's just sort of a mess, isn't it? That's alright. It is what it is, and all we can really do is our best, right? And just hope for the best and be good to each other and all that. All those important things. I really hate where this is going, so we're just going to keep trying again until we get one that we like. Maybe if I slowed down a little bit. That's a nicer curve. Okay, I can live with that. That's alright. And we've got some big sleepy eyes. Big old sleepy eyes for our silly little Mothman. I think we're just going to leave it like that. And I don't know if you can see here, but his wing is meant to be his blankie. And I'm really honestly not 100% sure what I was doing with his back area. I'm really not certain where I was going with that. But you got one wing covering himself up. And another sort of like the pillow. I've no idea what's going on back here. Very, very silly. Alright, let's give ourselves a new layer for these lovely little fronds. Where is my window for this? View. I don't even know what it's called. I need I think brushes. Is it brushes? I don't want it back here. I want it up here. How do I make you be where I want you? This is not actually what I wanted anyway. So, can we close this one? Close that tab group. Not helpful. Perhaps if I reset my workspace. This is tracing. What is this? What is it? Essentials? That is the essentials, but it still doesn't give me the thing for this. I don't even know how that got changed. That's better. I don't need these swatches or the colour guide. Most of these are useless for me. How can I have this thing? What is this called? Can I look at it? This is what I need. This is a dock. Okay. There's more thunder. It's so bad. Okay. The brushes is down here. So that's not it either. Is it the toolbar basic? I bet that's it. Let's see if we change our workspace to essentials and then add toolbars advanced. Okay, not the same thing, but we're getting there. Manage toolbars. It doesn't have one. I want the thing that was up here. Oh well. It is what it is. Now he's got a little halo. How sweet. What's my output look like? Way better dropped frames, so that's good. I don't like having to stream in such low resolution, but until we've got this weather behaving itself, I guess that's just what we'll do. Oh well. Oh, control. We'll don't I feel silly? Can you please bring this down? Thank you. Give it some little It's not how I was going with this before. I think I was going for sort of a leafy look. Seems right. Because it looks like I gave it kind of a little bit of a nub at the top. That's better. And then some little fronds coming off the side. It'd be really helpful if my arm would stop bumping the actual laptop. That's kind of cute. I wanted to kind of give it a little bit of a look like just a cartoony, leafy sort of a thing. I don't think it was my original vision when I sketched this, but that was many months ago. And I think this is cute. So we'll just roll with it, and if we wind up hating it later, we can do something else. That's the beauty of just goofing around with it and not really worrying about anything in particular. You can just do whatever. This one's kind of a bit odd, so I think we'll redo that one. Don't love the way it goes with the others. That's better. Okay. Now he's kind of sweet. I think I was just going to sort of make him a little bit fluffy. Because moths don't really have tails after all. I mean, I guess they sort of do, but not as such in a case such as the Mothman, after all. Anyway, it's very difficult to be chatty and also drawing when there's no one to chat to. And it's a bit quiet in here this evening, which is fine. It's more enjoyable with an audience just because it gives me a little bit of a something to break my mental space, I guess you could say. But I suppose it's not strictly necessary. It's just sort of the way it goes. Alright. Let's join these up. Come on. I see you trying to snap. There we go. Thank you. Join it up. Where's the join? I thought it was that, but maybe it's not. Maybe you do have to right click on it. Join. They are to... Oh, maybe it already did it for me. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're gonna break this one. This is meant to be join. I see that. No, I'm not moving it. Cancel. Where is the thingy? The fiendish thingy. Is it this one? Yes, that's it. There we go. I've done that. Okay, much better. Something has been deleted. So at least that means that my bots are working for me, the chat bots. That's good. Can we smooth that? Yes. And beep and boop. Delete, delete. There we go. Cut it there. And cut it there. And take those out. Very nice. There we go. That's what we wanted, whether we knew it or not. It kind of looks like one of those little arm waving tube guys, which is pretty cute. Take it. I will take that. Now let's just break this one here as it is, rather than trying to delete a section of it. And we'll just bring it down a little bit. Down here, and bring this one up a little bit up here. Just a small pigeon. Can we please do this bit right here? I don't know why those little nodes are so difficult to grab onto. They really shouldn't be that difficult. Like, it should have a much larger hitbox than what it does. I don't know what to call it other than a hitbox, but that's what it sort of acts like, and that it doesn't do actually what we need it to. But here we go. Alright. Better. And now we can no, I should have left that. Cut this one and then bring it over here. And also grab this one and cut it here. And oh, no, 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 no. Bring it in. Okay. Just like that. All right. Add a node. Cut it between these. It's such a very tiny line. It's so small. Why is it so small? And why is it like folding in on itself? I don't understand that. Okay. Bring that in a bit. Oh, I know why. It's because of this thing. There we go. Now it won't fold up on itself. Yeah, here we go. That's much nicer. And adjust the angle a bit. There we go. Very good. Sort of, kind of, a little bit. I don't love what's happening here, actually. It all looks sort of broken off, and there's a little bit of an angle here that's not great. Because it makes it flat. So we're going to undo all that we just finished. And try again. We're going to try again by breaking it off right at the breaks where we need it. Because what we have learned from this, children, is that it's not always going to behave the way it will look best in the end. And that's okay. Fortunately, it's an easy fix. This way takes actually quite a bit less time than the way I initially attempted to do it. And now we know for certain This is not the way we wanted to go. So, bloop, bloop. Cut this one and this one. And now it's smooth and it looks fine. It's just a little bit just a small pigeon over the wayside. So that's all right. Much better. I should just trust myself, shouldn't I? Someone tell me. Listen, just do things the way you already know that they're gonna work. Stop trying to make things easier on yourself because you always get it backwards. And it winds up taking 4 times as long, and then you're annoyed about it. Very nice. Do you know what else we haven't done, children? We haven't saved it. E.B. Mothman. And it is so very E.B. This poor baby. Let us have a beverage. Oh, no, not what we wanted. We must add nodes and delete them. Fortunately, this one is much easier because I didn't try to put it between all of those little fronds. So that's nicer. Just got to slide it down a little bit. There we go. Very nice. And I think we'll let this one slide down that way just a bit. But on this side, we'll slice it up here so it's a bit softer. We'll try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? Hardly any harm at all. Mostly it's the how annoyed does this make me that we have to contend with sometimes, which is not usually much of a problem anyway. So now we'll bring some extra nodes in here. and snippy snip those. Delete. That's nice. I like that. That's fine. Take it. I need so very much. Goodness, that thunders loud. I wonder if I need to be listening to Max Velocity. He's very good. I like his newscasting. We'll see if he's got anything frightening to say. Or I'll just look at the radar really quickly and see how bad it looks on the radar. Because it doesn't seem like it should be that bad. But we've had so many storms lately that who knows? We could be in for another rough night. Who is to say? I don't need the heat map, please. I need the regular radar. I literally never use the heat map because we live in the south. It's just hot. Okay, looks like it's just a bunch of broken up storms. It's not like a crazy line of them like it's been the last few weeks. So I suppose we won't worry about it. We'll just do our best and stick with something and be glad that we're able to stream at all tonight, since the other day was such a disaster. We're just gonna try it. Okay, here we go. Please. Thank you. I like those. They're very sweet. There's my squiggly line that went away earlier. I'm gonna say E.P. Mothman. Don't know what we're gonna do with him. What I really ought to do is figure out how to transfer this as a live stream to my vertical options such as Instagram. And they've got this new thing on OBS for canvases which is meant to do that. I don't know. I just haven't got anything very exciting right now. or the things I do have are not things that I'm generally working on publicly. They're for Patreon, and so that's it makes it a bit tricky, honestly, just because there's so many things I want to do. Sketches. I guess we could work on our little... Why did I open that? I needed to place him, not open him. That was very silly indeed. Gotta make him fit on the page. There we go. What are you doing? Okay. This one's for the stuffy of the Jersey Devil. And I'm hoping I can make him a little bit cuter than he was, because I don't love the face that this one started out with. It's not nearly as cute as the actual creature himself. Axel, come back. Oh, hi Crimson, thank you. Very generous of you to do that. Why is it white this time? That makes no sense. Can we don't, please? Can't see it. Oh, well, I only just went back to it, so that's all right. Thank you. I had switched over because I was just sitting there with a blank canvas. Thanks for the update. Have a fun. Okay. It's still at 1 point. Why? Why do you default like that? No. 0.75, not 1.75. There we go. Much better. We'll start with his eyes. He's got big old sleepy eyes, just like all of them. And I think this one should have very large sleepy eyes. And he's got his little snout. Oh, I can hear the rain. Give him very large eyes and very sleepy eyes. Come here. I am glad Crimson let me know that I had forgotten to change my stuff over. That was very good. Would not have helped very much to have gone the rest of the stream and not realised it. It would not be the first time, and it will not be the last. I can guarantee you this. I think the ears don't need to be that long and sharp. I think for a stuffy, they should be a little bit softer, maybe. Kind of want to give it a little bit of a sort of a puffy look here. There we go. That's nice and soft. We'll go with that. And of course, because he is the stuffy version, we're gonna give him big wide details here. Oh, we've got someone extra on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Now, his snout here clearly was giving me some issues when I was sketching. So the question becomes, what should his mouth look like? Because yes, he's sleepy. I don't necessarily want him to look sad, but also my arm has bumped a thing. I don't love the lines, but we're going to work with them as they are because I think we can make this work if we can nudge this down just a little bit and then maybe smooth it out. That's better. And perhaps we can round this out a little bit so it's not quite so square of a jaw. Surely you heard that, chat. This is quite a storm outside. I'm amazed we still have power, honestly, with as loud as it's getting. Very grateful, though. A lot of times, when the power gets to this point, or when the weather gets to this point, the power just says, no, never mind. But we're all right now. So on the stuffy, I gave him very short, stumpy arms because naturally it's just a base body with, you know, the arms sort of sewn on. I don't know if we're gonna keep it that way. We are going to do this. Nope, we're not going to do that. There's these little wings in the background. So, alright. Just to give myself a reference, that's where his shoulder needs to be from over here. So his back arm is actually going to be somewhere up here, which we can take that down after the fact. difficulty I'm having with this is that a stuffy is not proportionate to the actual creature, and I find that difficult when I'm drawing something. If it's disproportionate, my brain says nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to give him a little fluffy belly. Because, you know, a stuffy must be soft. And we're going to give you another layer because his leg is going to be it's sort of at a weird angle for what I would normally be drawing. So I need to be able to isolate it and move it where it needs to go. If need be. And then his other leg is gonna come out underneath the bum. And his hooves should look a little bit like shoes, but not really, because they are just silly little legs. And now we've got his tummy. Let's finish that off here. He's got his little tummy here. A fluffy tum-tum. No. Thank you. Okay, let's do this then. We will snippy snip that one and take this off. There we go. Better, better. And all this can be combined. Those three. I'd like to join them. Yay, that worked. Excellent. Let's give it a fill. His body is red on the other one, but I think we'll give his tummy a little bit just of a darker grey for now, just so we have a placeholder for it. And do. The legs need to be behind him. There we go. And then, you know what, let's open there's our check, like Jersey Devil. Here we go. Let's match some colours to this guy right here. And to do that, we are going to paste this other bit in. Oh dear. I've ruined everything by copying the wrong thing and then copying over. There we go. Nope, not you. Come here. Literally anything with the right fill in it. There we go. Now I've got some swatches, sort of, as it were. Now this is unusual. What have I done here? It's anyone's guess. Okay. Let's give that a snippy snip. And then we'll join these two up. Just here. There we go. And move you out the way for just a moment. And join these up. But not like that. We want them together. We want them together in a way that makes sense, though. Not by just making some fake line between them. There we go. And now we can fill his hoof with this colour. Just got to go in here and to the swatches and create a new one. I think okay, well, we can just copy the hex code and do it that way. Okay, XML version, that doesn't help at all. That was weird. Copy that. It should just be the numbers. Okay, it worked that time. I don't know why it didn't do it before, but that's okay. We're not going to worry too much about it. Just going to let things align as they need to, and that'll be okay. And for here, we need clip that guy right here. Snippy, snippy. Don't know why that did there. That's okay. Because what we have here is a bunch of confusing lines. And I think perhaps, just perhaps, I might be able to do this in a way that's not going to destroy the universe. Only one way to find out. It well may. Alright, so this time we're gonna snippy snip here. Or no, undo. Look, just line up. Thank you. This. And this. And clip those. Bring that down straight here. Nope, this one please. This one please. Thank you. Okay. I may not have needed to copy it, but we'll find out if that was necessary or not. Zoomy zoom in. Where's your friend? I think there are too many things here for it to figure out where it needs to go. That's better. Here we go. Now we can join them up, maybe. Join. There we are. Marvelous. Where's this one? Okay, that's fine. This is what we wanted. And now... Ah, it's right there. I wish the snap hitbox was larger. Why? Why are you the way you are? To be right up on it. Okay, here we go. Very good. And now fill it with this guy. Perfect. And also, cut that one out. And fill it with this guy. Okay. Marvelous. Yes, I did in fact make it more difficult on myself than it needed to be. As we all expected. Because that's just the kind of person I am. But it's okay. Bring this down here. Join those up. Very good. Can we join these as well? No, because the endpoints are not connected. Sad. But that's okay. I'm sure we can figure out a way around it. Yes? Probably. Where did the other bit of his tummy go? What have I done? Gotta smooth out. There we go. Much nicer. That's alright. Good enough. Bring that down here. Good enough. And can we fill that? What? Why is it filling with that bit? I don't understand. Okay, so one thing we learned was if we can isolate something, then we can fill it in this way. Or we can erase it for no reason. Why? Why do you do this? I don't understand. Is that enough? No? That replaces it. Why do you replace it? I don't understand at all. And I may never understand. No! I was right there. There we go. Got it. Okay, join. Thank you. Look how simple. Unisolate. Now, did we remember? Yes, we did. We remembered our hotkeys. It is a Christmas miracle. However, I don't love what's happening here. Let's bring that down here a bit. And it doesn't matter too much if it's up a little ways there, because it's just going to go behind everything anyway. Bring it back a little bit more. And now join path. Can we do that? We can. However, that seems to have done something I wasn't expecting. So clip and clip and take that bit away. No. No. There we go. Why? Can you please deselect these? What's happening here? Why do you think you're connected? You're not. It's doing me a confusion. Okay, I know what we could do to fix this bit. we can lock those items. There we go. Perfect. Now you can zoom in and combine these, and I can stop pressing the buttons on my art pad with my arm because I'm very good at that. Come on, I saw you snap. Where'd you go? Every time I move it wrong. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Join. It worked. Hooray. Unlock that bit. However, you're the wrong color. No. CC2128. Oh, 2128. There we go. Sorted that. I did it clever. Gonna be real with you, lovelies. This is the worst part of Illustrator, is trying to colour things in, because it doesn't work the way my brain goes. And there's so much you have to do with the lines manually. So it's a bit tricky. But that's alright. It's all just figuring out the way that things work together the best. Fill in the bottom here. See, what I would like to do is if you could group them and then fill it like that, but it doesn't work that way. And it makes me sad. It's just not the way I'd prefer it to be. But that's alright. It's just me being silly when it comes down to it, really. So I think what we'll do is we'll create yet another layer. And this will be our scribble layer. So we'll just make a big old swash to fill in the colour, and then we won't worry so much about how the outlines work, because we can just sort that later. Fill it in, and then it's behind everything. There we go. Much better. And now we can isolate it. And do this number, theoretically. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted. No, stop. Do we need to back out of it and do it again? Maybe. I would have thought it would just let me keep going, but I guess it doesn't. That's alright. And for some reason that deleted the rest of it. Why? I don't understand Illustrator. I do not. See, that worked fine. Just adding a little bit and it's fine. If you do anything complicated, it says no. So whatever, it doesn't matter. Because just now it's all about getting it to be just one solid body back here with everything. And joining those. Yeah. This is what I don't like. You'll get right up on it and it'll be just fine, and then it's like, oh, by the way, they weren't actually touching. Did you think I was working for you? What were you thinking? Where's the white? Where is it? Come along, let's try again. Okay, come on, here we go. Right up that. Thank you. See, that wasn't so difficult, was it? At least it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be difficult. Here we go. All right. And now we'll have a bit of this. Pull that out over here. Because if you remember, my lovelies, the fill doesn't matter. And we don't even need an outline. We just need for the fill to stop the gap. And it would be so nice if it was easier to do this just by drawing on it with the pen tool, because we thought we had figured that out and then it kept doing unexpected things. So we shan't be going that route again, just to save the hassle. And that's fine. Welcome, welcome, new watchers in here. Hope you're having a lovely evening, or morning, or afternoon, whatever it is, where you are in the world. It's just lovely to have you here. We are playing the cleanup game, trying to colour between the lines. And we are being lazy about it because it's going to be in the back layer and it doesn't matter. Just got to fill in the gaps. I keep imagining to myself that what I need to do is get back on Discord. But I hate Discord so much. do, much like the old chat forums of the ancient internet from which my bones were forged. I'm like, but you had people that you were talking to there, and you were forging friendships. And then life happened, and I got too busy to keep up for quite a minute. And now, my wonderful silly brain has convinced me that if I go back, everyone will be angry with me. So let's avoid that bit, yes? I'm very good at that. No, come back here, Node. Just you. Thank you. See, that wasn't so bad. Okay, we didn't lose anything over there. That's good. And this big white patch is going to be closed up again, which is marvelous. If we can select where we want. Thank you. Zoom, 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 all the way down. Come on. Not really a zoom, but we knew what we meant. I think we're gonna need one more. Oh no, we don't need that. We can just probably re-angle this one and it will be fine. Or very close to. Yeah, we fixed it. Bob the Builder was right. I didn't ask you to delete it. I realize that I clicked on it twice and that means delete, but it's not what I intended. AI will be completely useless until it gets to the point where it knows what you meant and not what you actually told it to do. Because let's face it, computers are only as smart as the end user, right? We all learned that back in the day. At least I did. Therefore, if I, as the end user, are doing something stupid, if I are, see, I just proved my own point. If I are doing something stupid, then naturally the outcome is not going to be optimal. Even though the computer is doing exactly what I wanted it to, or rather what I instructed. So, unless and until we get AI that can read my mind and interpret the stupid thing that I told it to do and understand that what I actually intended it to do was something else, then we're still going to need people to do little fiddly nonsense like this. Because reality is that this just me putting in the wrong inputs. Why are you zooming away? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. Literally what I told the computer to do, not what I intended. Where's his bum? I've forgotten to draw his bum. There we go. We will leave that as it is for now. Since I'm not 100% sure where it's going to need to be until I go in and fix that line, which is okay. And for this bit, we can just drag this down here. Doesn't have to fill the whole space, just what we left open. Nope. Better. Oh. Perfect. I've done that. Beep boop bop. We've sorted it out. No. Please stay on the one node that I need you to stay on. And if these little Bezier tools are selected, like if they're popped out, then it should understand that any of them are available to be edited. It should really be able to figure that out. Not only the one that you have currently selected. Right? Wouldn't you imagine that would be the case? Or it should be? Or something? But no. It is not to be. Getting along here though, it's coming along pretty well. Can't be too mad about it. No, come back. Alright. And that can be filled however it needs to be. It's not going to cause any harm any particular direction. We're just going to fill this in as it is. Even delete this one, because I feel that's given us a little bit of problem. But also I I don't want it to be straightened out. Can we just do that number? Yeah, okay. Much better. And I like this sort of... We've got some Mr. Burns energy coming along right here. This little curve with a long nose and the kind of overdone lip. Kind of hate to make that go away. Let's make that a new one. I will zoom it in right here and call it Mr. Burns. And there's our little joke, our little secret. And now we can make these nodes go away and it won't harm anything. And then here in about, oh, I don't know, 6 months or a year, I'll be looking through files and going, what can I get rid of? And I'll find that and I'll go, Mr. Burns, what's that doing? And then I'll open it and it will be a very funny laugh for me. My own personal Easter egg collection. Oh dear, I've forgotten to speak again. I'm still here. I'm still awake. I'm still hyper focused. Can we rotate you this way? Yes. Okay. Lovely. Right, now we've got all that filled in. That's marvelous. Now we can... look at that! Now he's all filled. That's beautiful. Now we can take this out. Oh dear. What's going on here? What is going on here? No fill. No fill here. No, that's not right. It's Illustrator. Is it? It doesn't look like it. However, oh, that's bizarre. Why? And it's locked in place. How did that happen? I did a reset or an update on OBS and something stupid like this always happens, so yay! That's fine. At least it's showing. That's the important thing. Well, what about his little wings? They must also be filled. However, there's nothing to fill it with. Oh, that thinks it wants me to do it on the outline. That's not what I wanted at all. How strange. Okay. So now we need this fill color. 353434. And we will copy this and fill it that way. And put that one behind everything with the other one. And no outline. Nope. No outline. There we go. Very good. And need to move Axel out of the way momentarily. And put this in our other layer. There we go. Much better. And now we can select these bits and should be able to give them no fill. And all these odd bits that keep coming out should be sorted. I have given this one no outline again. Why am I like this? There we go. Better. I see I've lost a bit of the arm. That's okay. That just tells us where we need to fill in with the little guy in the back. We're going to leave that one though because it's working as intended. And what about you? Okay, that's you. That's the arm we just sorted. Okay. So here's our weird little fill in the back. And we'll just isolate that one again. And fix some of these nodes. To where they're gonna behave a little bit more the way we want them to. Nope, not the whole thing, please. Just this little guy. Thank you. See? It's not that bad. And this is what I'm talking about when I tell you, lovelies, that sometimes things are just a mess, no matter what you do. Okay. What happens if I unfill you? Okay, actually that's what I needed to know. So good job me. Sort of. Kind of, not really. And we can take this here and probably just delete that line there, and this one down to the next node as well. Yeah, sorted that one. Exactly as intended. Yeah, I did. I don't know what happened. I mean, I know what happened. OBS did an update, and whenever it does that, sometimes it just resets the palette, or what's the word they use for it? The canvas, and it's annoying. seems to be completely arbitrary. However, it did fix my buffering issues, so you know, at least I was able to do something at all, despite the irritation factor. Okay. Now I've got to bring his leg back in here. And then I think we're probably going to be ready to call it for the evening, just because we did get 2 creatures added to in our little universe. Okay, well, I guess you're moving there no matter what, so that's fine. Better. He looks like he's wearing cute little pajama bottoms. Which I quite like. Oh no! What have I done? Please use the add anchor point. I just did. There we go. Put you there. And bring this down here a bit. That's fine. And out of that mode. Yay! Well, he's coming along, isn't he? And I think we'll figure out what we were doing with his tail next time, because I really don't know what I was going to do with his tail. I think I had to leave before I was done with this initial sketch. But we've made loads of progress tonight. We did our Sleepy Mothman and made a good bit of progress on this guy. Of course, we've got to add all the stitching, so let's go ahead and make a layer for that for next time, just so we don't forget it's there. Stitching, because after all, he is meant to be a soft toy, and of course we'll need to give him his little mane and everything. Let's give us another layer for mane, just to remind us. And oh yes, the tail. That will help to have just some little reminders of where we were whenever we get back to it. So we did not even try to save this one. How silly of me. Alright, so this is the Jersey Devil Stuffy inked, and of course it's in progress, so we will do that, and we'll look at our cute little Eepy Mothman. He's all piled up and cute and sleepy. I think that is where we will call it for this evening. And it's been a couple weeks since I remembered to raid someone, so even though I don't really have anyone to raid with, we can at least do something you know, for someone else. Let's see if there's another artist. They're all better than me, so I don't really I don't really want to do that. We'll bother Perp the Turtle. It's been a minute since we raided anyone, so we'll raid Perp, and we'll see you lovelies next time. Join me up on Sunday. 6 Eastern, as ever.